The truth is, my expectations are way more than yours are, in the sense of what you have for me.
7 million people will watch this game tonight. They want to see you lose. I love when people want me to lose. I dare you to bring that down.
But man, we messed that Edmonton locker room up.
Well, welcome to Hamilton.
You have the highest expectation possible. You know, you're having a pretty successful, fun time.
Bo has demonstrated ever since he became a Stampeder that he is a winning quarterback, that he's a quarterback on the rise.
The Canadian football game is an amazing game, and I enjoy it very much.
I think it's one of those things like where at first I'm just like, all right, complete the pass. And then I see the hole and I'm like, oh, nice, like we're getting this first down. And then
Rob Cote's got a touchdown.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's a touchdown. And you're like, wait, that's my first touchdown pass, like on special teams with my knee on the ground. Yeah, it was a fun one, man.
It's back, pressure up the middle. Mitchell gets away. Mitchell to throw. Levi the throw. Touchdown, Eastern Washington.
I think I was at a time in my life where I had won a lot of football games, coming off a national championship in college, coming off a Player of the Year in college, that I was just biting at the heels of those guys. And I was like, man, when y'all make me the starter, like I'm taking this team over.
It's my belief that we're very fortunate as a football team to have two young men that can lead this football team and win football games for us. Having said that, Bo Mitchell will be starting.
The whole year starting in 2014, my first year as a starter, you know, we had the best running back in the league, John Cornish. We had some up-and-comers, but we had, you know, Nick Lewis.
3 touchdowns in the game for Nick Lewis.
We had a great O-line, so we were more of a running football team, and I made plays when the opportunities were there.
That's what we have to do today. As soon as they came out, that gate comes up. It's time to fight.
Welcome to the 102nd Grey Cup.
It's going to be a close game. Make the play late in the game to win the game. Be champion, win the cup, man. Let's go.
The Grey Cup kind of felt like one of those moments where I had to step out of that run game offense and kind of take over.
And the Stampeders get set to go to work. Here comes pressure. Mitchell flushed. Looks downfield. Wants Rodgers. Got him. The most dangerous connection in the Canadian Football League. The short yardage specialist, this time left side, touchdown. Tate's got a pair.
Orlando Steinauer may have to start sending pressure. Bo Levi Mitchell is doing a nice job of calmly moving around and changing the launch point. They've got to try and rattle him a little bit if that's possible.
And going against, you know, a young Zach Caleros as well, his first Grey Cup start.
So Zach Caleros makes his Grey Cup starting debut in a stadium he has never played. Caleros steps up, he's got an open man, and it's a touchdown, Brandon Banks.
Well, Zach Caleros with a good 56-second drive in that strike. Bo Levi Mitchell has the lead here. Can he keep it? He's looking good, real good.
Extra men stay in the block, but there's still pressure. And now Mitchell steps up and runs away. He's got a first down and will step out around the Hamilton 16. 13-point Calgary lead.
It was a special moment, man. That was a fun one.
Fans rising to their feet. Caleros buys a little time to the outside. Duran Mayo in pursuit. Arm hit, ball drops, and the Calgary Stampeders, in the year of the horse, are the Grey Cup champions.
My quarterback! My teammates.
Yeah, my quarterback!
I've been blessed to have the greatest teammates around, man. No matter who they are, they're so selfless.
It's always kind of decided with me is be the best player on the field. If you raise your game, you're going to raise the game of the guys around you.
And the most outstanding player goes to your unbelievable quarterback, Bo Levi Mitchell. Congratulations, buddy.
I think going back and watching, we win in 2014, we're almost there 2015, then 16, 17, lose back-to-back.
The Red Blacks are Grey Cup champions. And the 2017 Grey Cup game goes to Ricky Ray and the Toronto Argonauts.
I think going back and watching 14 and then watching 16, 17, the losses, watching what I did differently as a player. Coming off an MOP win a couple nights before in 16.
7 years ago, you brought in a fresh-faced, buck-toothed quarterback. 2 years later, you protected me, and you gave me the opportunity to play football. And I hope after 6 years so far, you can say that I made you proud.
What I continue to tell myself and what my wife Madison tells me every day is, no matter what, still when you walk that door, your daughter's going to run up yelling daddy and tell you they love you. No matter how many picks you throw, if you lose a game, if you win the game, it's not going to change how they feel.
Madison, through my darkest times as a man, you stuck by me. You rise me up every single time I come home. You've made me a better man, a better father, a better husband, a better brother. I thank you for everything you've ever done, because without you, I'm absolutely nothing, so thank you.
It was, go out there and prove why you're the MOP, and just, threw 3 interceptions in the first half, just trying to do way too much.
Back at BMO Field, best field position start for the Stampeders, trailing by 10 in every game this year. At 1 point, Calgary has had the lead. Not yet today. Mitchell gonna air it up, and he's got Jordan picked off. Boris Hightower comes back and fields it.
And then got away from that in 2017. I felt like became the player I wanted to be, but at the very end of the game, I kind of reverted back to it.
Getting ready. 2nd and 5.
Trying to take a huge shot and do a pick to lose the game in the back corner of the end zone. So I think 18, I got to go back to hey man, just do the same thing you do every game, which is go out there and do what it takes to win the game.
7 million people will watch this game tonight. They want to see you lose. Yes, I love when people want me to lose. I dare you to bring that out.
I remember before this game, I was throwing up all week. I had the flu. It was one of those games where I was worried about how I was going to feel, but I knew all the history of Michael Jordan and all these guys that had terrible sicknesses and played great. Late at night, I was walking down the meeting rooms and I saw Dave in there. And Dave's in there watching film still. It was 10, 11 o'clock at night. So I just sat next to him. Didn't even talk a lot. Just kind of sat there and watch him go through the film. And then every now and then he said something. At the end of the night, we were like, man, we have a chance to do something pretty special tomorrow night and kind of get our revenge back for the last 2 years. And that's the way we looked at each other. We kind of knew we were going to go out there and get it done.
Grey Cup start for Levi Mitchell, but is tired of hearing that Calgary can't finish.
I mean, a lot of people don't remember this, but that field was terrible. It had snowed the night before, and they took these heat lamps on them, melted all the snow, and then as soon as they took them off, it all refroze.
Last week in a couple of converts, and now he's missed the Grey Cup game, and you see the slippery turf.
It was really just who could fall down the least amount. I remember I threw a dig route. My receiver fell down and went straight to DB, and I was like, there's no way this is happening again. Threw an early touchdown on a screen route.
Mitchell back in, first down. Here comes Heath, then the screen him out. Jackson, open field, touchdown.
After that, it was more like that drive of getting down there. I was like, man, if we score the touchdown right here, this is it. And I remember kind of getting back and my tackle telling me, man, I can't put my feet down. I'm just slipping. Get out of the pocket. So I stepped up, and as soon as I felt the kind of lane, I just stepped up, threw that ball, and when Lamar Durant caught that, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be over.
Levi Mitchell told me yesterday when I asked him, what must you do to win this game against a hot Ottawa football team? He said, we've got to finish drives with touchdowns. This is big.
And then there's special moments like this right here.
Have his name on the Gatorade double for Coach Dickinson.
Time to celebrate tonight.
Calgary, we're bringing that cup back home, baby.
Come here. We won, huh? We won. You're the good luck charm. Come here. Come here.
Getting to hug my wife Madison, my daughter Ellie. That's a moment I won, with my youngest Lakeland as well. She sat in that Grey Cup, and she sat inside of my helmet when she was tiny and small enough to be in there. It's crazy to think about that, but make sure that she can hold that trophy one day too.
And this is amazing. This is the most amazing feeling I've ever had, especially with all the failure we learned from it. But y'all came back and won this championship. I love my entire team, man. I love Calgary. Thank you.
You know, I've never won a Grey Cup with a new team. I've never won a Grey Cup at home. Those are things that I've been looking forward to and I want to check off my list. My biggest thing is I didn't want to leave Calgary and just choose a random team and then possibly flop to another team. And I wanted to go to a new team, create a second half of my own, career and legacy.
This day really is about Bo and welcoming him and his family to the city. And so, Bo, welcome to Hamilton.
Obviously, Hamilton traded for my rights. I looked at the fact, okay, you haven't had a Grey Cup since '99, but you've had a lot of great quarterbacks there. Maybe I don't get 5 years, maybe I don't get 10 years. In 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it might be, have the opportunity to go put a Grey Cup and put our name on that wall and our number on that wall. That's the moment you look for.
Well, how about that for Mitchell of the Ticats?
I don't love the cliche of like CFL starts on Labor Day. Like you got to win early. You got to be in a good position when Labor Day hits. But that is when you need to start playing hot. It's funny what happens to an athlete when you tell them like, hey, like it's either now or never. You have guys that are going to respond to that, or you have guys that are going to be like, well, yeah, I'll give my best. I think Tim and I had a different look in our eye, together that day. And I think everybody did.
There's one guy that would love to get a victory, maybe more than anybody else in this entire place. 5 years since Bo Levi Mitchell, Dwayne, has been on the field in the Labor Day Classic. Field tension right now as these quarterbacks loaded up over the top, looking for the home run. Team White, touchdown, Tiger Cats.
I think it was one of those moments where that was the first time that I would say it truly felt like my team.
Myself as a person or my career in general, but how I react to this moment. Forget the playoffs. Today is Labor Day. Just win.
And right on cue, Tim White will walk it in. Bo Levi on fire.
I was a part of Hamilton, was going out and beating Toronto on Labor Day in the right fashion, in the daytime. There's just something special about playing in the daytime in the Hammer and going out and beating Double Blue. Like, no better feeling. And I think Tim and I just had a different connection that day. Do I love this game with everything I have? Absolutely. I would die in this game if I could. I want to play this game the right way for the fans in Canada because they open their hearts and their arms to a young American kid that wanted to come in and just play a game a certain way and throw the ball over the field. But as you learn, you get older, you get more mature, you understand things. You understand like you're gonna take your lumps, you're gonna take your hits, but just get back up and continue to be who you are, whether it's getting benched, whether it's throwing a pick, whether it's losing a game, a Grey Cup. That all those moments can be forgotten by one play, one win.